So I want to have a little go at where Wanshu, the sequence I want to have a little go at, or MP. Different schools do it slightly different ways, but you've got a Gidambarai, some do it a straight punch, some do it a rising punch. You've either got half a step coming back, some do it a full, and then you've got this kind of thing. If I do my best shoulder kind of impression. Is everyone alright with that kind of, looks familiar enough? The version I do, it does half steps. So it goes there, here, here. But something along those kind of lines, okay? So one thing we know straight away, it's at 90 degrees, so we're at 90 degrees to our partner. Alright, so that's the first thing. So all I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to take control of this arm, I'm going to take a 90 degree angle, and I'm going to hit him in the groin. Right, so hopefully not, but that's the theory. As I pull the hand down from there, bang, because this is what I want his head to do. Is everyone okay with that idea? So you see what's that? I then bring this arm up, I pull it to my hip, and the strikes, some go straight. I don't do it in my school, but I like this. Do the rising strike that Shotokan does. Look where his head ends up. Bang, strike straight to that arc with it. This is an incredibly powerful strike, that as well. When we teach my students an uppercut, one of the problems with uppercut is if the guy's slightly further away and you come in there, you can end up hitting with the wrong side of your fist. Because in boxing, you know they can only score with the front of the fist in amateur boxing, yeah? So that's why they tend to do the uppercut that way. As karateka, we're not limited by that, so striking with the back of the hand that way can work really well. Because you've got more range, no matter where his head is, boom, you can kind of hit him with it. It's a very powerful strike. So in this one, it hits him in the groin, which naturally will bring his head forwards, and it whips the strike up into his face. So you take the arm, 1, 2. So everyone okay with that idea? And the big clue to it is, you know, okay, I'm at 90 degrees, and I've got a rising strike. So if I'm doing a rising strike, I must be hitting the head. You know what I mean? I'm probably coming up underneath it. So how can we move beforehand, bring him forward? So I'll hit him in the groin, brings him forward. So I'm at 90 degrees and I hit him in the groin, yeah, that looks like a Gidambarai. Bring the arm through and boom for the next one. So everyone okay for that for starters, then we'll put the knife hands on the end. So we're fighting away, getting control of the arm, bang, and then into here, okay? So we've got 1, 2. When I've done that, so that's normally what would happen too, right? We'll just do it slowly. So you've got from there as you move through and boom. Okay, it'll bring the head up from there. Is everyone alright with that? Hopefully, anyway. What we then do is just following the kata through, because it moves through and shutos, and there's that little kind of switch step. So as you've gone there from there, bang, all you're going to do from there is step in and straight here. Simple enough there, and the reason you've got that little shuffle is because for the distancing. I couldn't just step straight forward, so I just shuffle back a little bit, and then I've got the room to move in the strike. And all I do is a slightly change my grip there too, so we'll do it this side so you can see. So it's 1, I'll be taking hold of the wrist there, and I shuffle, and as I'm moving in, my grip moves in with me. So that's exactly the same as the form from there. Is everyone okay with that one? Okay, and then I'll show you what the other ones are for in a second. It's real simple. Then up until now, I've been able to keep it. One of the things you might do when I go for that third strike is, you might realise the pain's coming this side. He'll step round so he's going to block it. That happens. Is everyone okay with that? Which is entirely, even if it's a kind of block, you know, not a cover, it's just, you realise his pain is coming from that way, so he sticks his arm in it. You can't do it with that arm because I've got hold of it. So it has to be that one. Is everyone okay with that idea? So as he goes, all I'm going to do is the arm will normally stick to it as he hits it. So I switch my stance over, I think, okay, this side is now closed, that side's still open. So I pull the foot back and then go there. Is everyone alright with that? So as he blocks it, let's go, okay, I'm having that. I'm moving it straight from this side. If he was quick enough to block it on that side, so the kind of just goes, okay, you know what I mean? It's unlikely to happen, but if it does, he's obviously aware that his neck's vulnerable. So as you pull the front foot back, you just give him a body shot, because he's not expecting that, he's thinking neck. Bear in mind, you just try to hit it twice, and then you hit him in the neck. They were okay with that idea. So it's obviously, you can always imagine the discussion that the two masters have had. So this kata was named after a Chinese martial art, it's called Wanshu. And obviously when Funakoshi took it to Japan, he gave everything Japanese names to make it easier to pronounce and sell and everything else, right? So Funakoshi, being the poet that he was, named the kata Empi, which means like the swallow, you know, the bird. Because when he flies, he goes, you see how he drops, so you've got this idea of that kind of sudden change in height, in the same way that a swallow does when it flies, right? So he renames it Empi, original name for its Wanshu, which is the name of a Chinese martial artist, right? So you can just imagine the discussion with, you know, okay, so I hit him in the groin, his head pulls forward to strike it, I'm moving in the neck, what if he blocks it, sensei? Oh, we'll move to the side and move him, but what if he blocks that one, sensei? You know what I mean? So I'll just hit him in the body and then hit him again. You know, well, what if he blocks that one? Oh man, you need to work on your power. So we'll end it there. But see how it's got like a little flow drill again, and you can see the what ifs coming out. So if you want to have a little go at the full thing, so it's hit the groin, pull the arm through strike, you do exactly what you did, but your partner blocks it. You pull your arm back, it'll stick to it, and then you can catch it with that arm, right? And you follow the footwork on the form. As you move in, you can practice, the way I know practice is then hit with this one a couple of times. Right? And then get your partner to start blocking it. When he does pull it back, body shot, head shot. Okay, if he blocks it again, you kind of switch, you know, I mean, I don't know, kind of go to Yoda or something. You're having enough of one shoot now. Do you have any idea? But it's basically if he tries to protect his neck, how do you get around it? You know, and so we've got all these kind of flow drills and basic trapping stuff hidden away in there. And, you know, it's fun to play with too. So have a little go, so that when the knife hand comes in, he does what he would do, he goes there and stops it. So it kind of gives you some little drill to play with on ways to get around it. Okay, have a little play with it.